Welcome, students, to second semester. We are already halfway done. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's on the docket this week and kind of overview what's going to happen in the coming weeks. So there's a lot going on at the beginning of third quarter. So, first off, you are going to take the ACT March 10th. You will take that here at New Ames. Now, in order to prepare you for the ACT, I'm going to give you an opportunity to take at least two um, practice sections every week. Because this week is short, you only have one. So you need to do online English passage 3 by Friday. Tell me how many you got correct out of 15. Now, if you're getting anywhere from like 8 to 12 on these, you're doing really, really, really well. These are actually very difficult. Okay, so the other thing, article of the week number 18. I assigned that last week. It's going on this quarter's grade, third quarter. This week is a very short week, so I decided that we're not going to do a new article of the week. Article of the week 18 is also this week's article of the week. So if you did that assignment, even if you already submitted it, resubmit it here in our second session of Canvas. So resubmit that assignment if you haven't already. All right. So the big project we're going to be working on this quarter is we are going to be doing a profile essay. This is going to be where you find an interesting person in our community, you interview them, you photograph them, and then you do a write-up about it. That's what we're going to be working on. And you can take your final piece and submit it to the Learning Network and enter their writing contest, their profile writing contest, if you would like. That's not required. So over the coming weeks, that's what we're going to be doing. So the assignment, choose a subject, that is going to be due Friday, February 21st. You'll notice that part of the bottom of that, it's a brainstorming. You kind of did that a few weeks ago. I really want you to start thinking about that now. Also, in that assignment, there are a few things. You can recommend a relative, you can steal a relative, see who people have, your peers in any of my classes have recommended. And there's also an interesting people and professions where students have added to a list of interesting ideas that you can, of interesting people and jobs and positions that you can interview someone locally. So you've got those three resources there for you. All right, so I want to go over some upcoming deadlines, especially considering this writing contest. By next Friday, you need to contact your subject and actually set up an interview. These aren't hypothetical plans. They are, I have emailed them, I have texted them, I have called them, and I have an actual time and date that I am going to interview them and photograph them for this assignment. Be sure you actually contact that person and have a meeting set up. That is due next Friday. Furthermore, I'm also releasing the assignment. Prepare for the interview. You can have access to it now. I will go over it next week. Prepare for the interview. That is also due next Friday. Now, in my online classes, we are going to be reading books as a class-ish online. I'll give you the audio books and the corresponding assignments. However, you also have once a quarter, you have to select your own book that you read cover to cover, and you are going to find that book and get a hold of that book by Friday, February 4th. Now, real quick, that book can be anything of your choosing. It needs to be written for teenagers or adolescents or adults. It can't be children's literature. It can't be something you've read before, and it can't be something you're reading for another class or for my class. It's self-selected. Now, you can read a comic book for that. You can read manga for that. You can listen to audiobooks also. Those also count. Now, your third quarter outside reading, I know that's a long ways away, but start planning for it, is due March 11th. It's due March 11th. Now, Finally, my album of the week is Tools Lateralis, and here's why. Next week on the 25th, I'm going to Tools' much anticipated concert if it doesn't get canceled with the stupid coronavirus Omicron variant. So I'm just assuming that's still on. I'm not sure. It hasn't been canceled yet. So there's Tools Lateralis, the album that turned me into a metalhead when I was in high school. Folks, if you have any questions or concerns, please contact me. Reach out to me through Canvas inbox. Come to my class if you're ever on campus. Take care. Have a great week. This is Mr. Bockel. Keep reading, keep learning.